In 1977, Teresa Sewell, a young American teacher, moved to Mexico City and struck up a friendship with the maid in her rented house, a Nahuatl Indian woman named Esperanza. Esperanza had grown up with her 4 siblings in a rural village 250 miles from Mexico City. As one of this nation's indigenous tribal groups, her people are some of the poorest in all of Mexico. Hungry and desperate for work, one by one the siblings moved to the capital city. In a class-conscious culture that would normally keep 2 such women from ever becoming friends, Teresa and Esperanza met for weekly Bible study on a park bench on Esperanza's day off. Esperanza's newfound faith ignited a spark that would eventually fan a flame of spiritual multiplication throughout this family, including her brother Lalo.
Yo nací en el estado de Puebla, en un pueblo que se llama Santa Cruz.
I was born in the state of Puebla, in a village called Santa Cruz, Emilio Carranza. It's a very small village in the Sierra. In the village where I was born, there is lack of work. There's no work, no food. We came here to Mexico City out of necessity. I was sorry to leave my village. It was hard leaving my village. But we had to come here because we were in need. We were hungry and didn't have anything to eat. I got here to Mexico City in 1973.
Llegué aquí en la Ciudad de México, llegué en el 73.
Yo me vine del pueblo a los 11 años.
I came here from the village when I was 11. I worked here and got married when I was 22. A short while after I got married, I met Tere. I was working in the house of a woman who worked in an American school and would rent to Americans. Teresa, Tere, was renting a room in that house, and I worked there cleaning. One day, Tere asked me if I knew God, and I told her, yes, I know God. She asked me if I knew who Jesus Christ is, and I told her yes. And she asked me, do you know why Jesus Christ came to earth? And I told her no. She asked, have you ever read a Bible? I told her no. She asked me if I wanted to study the Bible, and I said yes. So we began Bible study on Saturdays at 6 in the morning in the Coyoacán Park.
Here was a Nahuatl Indian whose native language was Nahuatl, and my native language is English, and yet both of us had learned Spanish as our second language, and so that was the language we used to establish a friendship. I just thought that was like the coolest thing.
Aquí hace 27 años.
27 years ago, we began studying here with Tere Sewell. We did the bridge here on Saturday mornings.
There was an enthusiasm and excitement that she was eager to learn, wanted to know. I truly saw a person's life change through her, that whatever I could give her, she wanted.
I can't find the words to explain the change. I experienced a hope that I had never before in my life seen or lived or heard or understood.
Bueno, vi un cambio fuerte.
Well, I saw a really radical change because I saw that she had changed her way of being, talking, and behaving.
The first one I spoke with was my sister, who later died. I told her that I had learned about something that I could barely explain to her. She became interested, and I talked to her about Christ. She accepted Jesus Christ as her Father and Savior with great enthusiasm.
Sí, Esperanza me empezó a hablar de eso.
Yes, Esperanza began talking to me about that, about Christ. She gave me a Bible, but I vehemently rejected it because I told her I didn't like it. I couldn't understand it, and I didn't want to read it.
He was always invited to every gathering, retreat, chat, whatever was being held. I would always try to encourage him to go.
I was always prejudiced. I would tell her that those people are proud, white, and wealthy, part of the upper class, and that I was poor, and they didn't like poor people.
Esperanza
would continue to insist. And one day, I decided to go with her to a study. When I arrived at the study, I was surprised. Everyone accepted me, greeted me, and embraced me. I felt very accepted by them. I felt pampered because they would seek me out and hug me, and they felt a lot of love toward me. But what really made an impression on me was their humility. After a while, I realized that that humility didn't come from them. It came from God. That was when I met Sergio Saavedra and Jimmy Watts. Jimmy Watts invited me to study the bridge.
Esperanza me llevó a una iglesia.
Esperanza once took me to a Presbyterian church where I saw a big banner which said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." And that stayed with me. After some time, when I opened the Bible to the New Testament, I opened the New Testament to "I am the way, the truth, and the life."
La verdad y la vida. En ese momento yo entendí que
At that moment, I understood that God was telling me, "Why are you still searching? I am who you are searching for. I am the way. I am the truth. You don't have to look for anyone else."
Pasaron los años y
Years passed, and when God told me, "Lalo, you are ready now. I want you to talk to your people about my name."
Esperanza y su esposa empezaron a
Esperanza and her husband began to spread the word and give away Bibles and hold Bible studies with others, and I began to spread the word to other people.
En esta librería fue el lugar donde compramos las primeras Biblias.
This is the first bookstore where we bought our first Bibles. We were excited to buy many Bibles to give away to others. And many people still have those Bibles we gave them.
The numbers kept growing. At one point, the house was full and couldn't hold any more people.
Pues sí, ha tenido mucho
Yes,
fruto.
it has borne a lot of fruit. For all of us from the village who know Christ, Esperanza is the foundation. It has grown and expanded. Everyone is doing something in their corner. You want others to also receive God's promise, which you have already received. That really motivates me to share.
Estaba leyendo
I was reading Born to Reproduce by Dawson Trotman, and I liked it a lot. When I finished reading it, I committed to that. I wanted to really make disciples for Christ, so I began to study with two girls, my sister and my cousin.
Siento yo que si
I feel that if someone hadn't decided long ago to share something with us, then we would not have known anything about Christ.
Step out in faith. Share your faith. Trust God for the outcome. I had no way of knowing through generations that one decision would impact so many people.
Pensé en que realmente yo creo que Tere nunca pensó
It occurred to me that Tere never thought about the magnitude of the impact of her kind behavior or of starting a study group. For her, it was something normal. She felt in her heart that she should talk to Esperanza and did it because God put it in her heart. But she didn't know the magnitude of the impact that her actions would have. I think that if Tere had not been brave and listened to what God told her, none of us would be here.